Let's start with your reading, Taurus. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, your current energies, and your near future, and then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about the messages. Keep in mind that in general readings, energies go both ways. Feel free to interpret the direction of the messages as it best resonates with your own personal situation. Now, let's begin with your reading. Okay. All right. The main energy for your reading today is the moon. There is confusion here. Someone is trying to understand what the real intentions might be and trying to understand what might be next in a given situation. There is an overall need here to not confuse fantasy with reality, perhaps not confuse physical attraction with love. And there is an overall need to understand what else is supporting the current situation. And on top of that, the moon brings a question. And the question is, what obstacles do I need to look out for? Well, let's look into this because definitely this energy is coming in with a lot of questions and with a need for clarity. In the recent past, King of Wands and the Fool reversed, you're coming from a situation in which you have taken a major leap of faith. You went all in, potentially you started something fast, thinking that it was the right thing to do at the moment, thinking that this opportunity, this connection, this person potentially was the one you have been waiting for. It felt very good until it didn't anymore. With the Fool reversed, we see that the leap of faith taken possibly didn't really pay off. And this might have ended with an abrupt separation and overall ended pretty messy, potentially. We'll see what happened here and what happened with the other person as well. In the present position, 10 of Wands, Ace of Cups, something you want to leave behind and something that you want to start. It's interesting to see how in the current position, I still see you waiting for something, waiting for the right connection or a general opportunity that you thought you found back here with the Fool. You're waiting for big love, for a deep love, but at the same time, something has changed. We don't see any Fool in sight. You're not wanting to jump into anything too fast because you've learned your lesson. And you've learned that not everything you think is true. Not everything you feel should be the moving force behind decisions and leaps of faith in general. But here, I also see something around you currently, which you might be failing to see. We'll see what that is. In the near future, the Emperor and the Page of Cups. Now, what we see right here is that this Ace of Cups is going to become even more apparent, Taurus. There is someone here offering that cup, obviously, since we have this Page of Cups right here. Someone wanting to get your attention, but at least from what I see so far, you might be pushing them away. You don't think they're actually interested in you, or you think that their interest is going to fade away. You really are at the opposite end of that Fool energy. And now you're questioning everything. You need more before deciding to believe in something or someone. We will see what this situation is about and how you should handle it overall. Let's start clarifying and let's start with your recent past. The Star, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Okay. You know, Taurus, what I see here is that you really believed in this at first, at least. Maybe because you had a reason to, or maybe just because you needed to believe in this at that time. But you ended up in a situation where it's almost as if you were seeing only half walls, only the bottom half. You would run full speed by looking up, and then at some point you would trip into these unexpected obstacles that you were not able to anticipate at the time because you didn't have the full picture. Your hope, your expectations here were too strong, too intense to really show you what was really going on. This person has definitely taken you on a roller coaster, Taurus. Nothing was ever the same, or better, nothing would ever stay the same for a long enough period of time. And it's important for you to ask yourself, why am I allowing this to happen? Do I think that I cannot do better? Do I think that I don't deserve better? Do I think that this is my last chance at love? All questions that you need to answer, Taurus. The answer itself will tell a lot about the past, but also it will help you in the present and in the future, in the next moves that you're going to make, in the next things you're going to believe in. What is the moving force here, Taurus? Answering that question is more important than you might think. So let's see then what we have going on right now, and let's clarify the present position. Eight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Empress. I mean, I definitely love your mindset right now, Taurus. You are wanting to find balance in between reality and fantasy, wanting to acknowledge your emotions overall without letting them run the show. You're being very honest to yourself right now, and potentially you're thinking something on the lines of, I do like that person, or I am open to love, but at the same time, I'm not going to force things, or I'm not going to look like a fool while trying to make something work. I've done it in the past and it didn't work out. Eight of Cups. So right now, I just know better. In the past, you might have often got out of your comfort zone in order to make someone else comfortable. And right now, you just want to stop that pattern once for all. But I have to say though, there is already someone around you right now, even if you have just talked to them online, perhaps, someone who's actually looking at you with this Empress energy and thinking what it would be like to be with someone like you. This is a dreamer, and potentially this is someone who comes in with the same energy that you've had up here in the past when you wanted to believe in something. I do get the sense that when you think about this person right now, you think that either they're not interested or that they will lose interest quick, just like it happened in the past. It's great to wanting to maintain a balance in between reality and fantasy. Please do that. But don't mistake that for thinking that anything that seems positive and anything that feels like a new beginning, then it's automatically all fantasy. At some point, a true new beginning will be presented to you, and it will be reality. It will be the real deal. Is it the one coming up in the near future with the Page of Cups? We'll have to see, but definitely something is coming in. Something is cooking for you with this Tower energy. So let's clarify the near future position. Wow. The Hermit, the Seven of Pentacles, and Strength with the Eight of Pentacles right here. This is where things get interesting, Taurus. Someone is really pouring their heart out. Someone is now making a clear move, saying something that cannot be mistaken for something else. And it will put you in front of some sort of crossroad. You're definitely coming from a mindset in which you think that either it comes to you or it doesn't. You're not going to go out of your way anymore. And now that something is actually, now that someone is going out of their way to come to you, what are you going to do next, Taurus? It's easier to believe that something is not going to happen so that you don't have to build expectations around it. But when a good thing truly comes your way, what are you going to do? What I see here is the rediscovery of hope, which can be beautiful, but it can be scary at the same time because you put yourself in a position in which you build hope and expectations again, not knowing how it's really going to turn out. This is someone who you know, someone who might be important to you already. And now that they're doing the right thing, they're saying the right thing. How will you handle this? This does look like a very beautiful surprise, something promising with the Seven of Pentacles, something that you will immediately interpret as a good sign, telling you keep going, keep focusing on this because this is looking pretty good. But right after, you're going to get into this hermit energy, not knowing if you should be vulnerable or not at this moment in time. So let's look more into this energy in order to understand how much you should expect from it. I want to flip the overall reading and see what's actually coming your way. Let's see what the real intentions are of this Page of Cups. And let's try to find out if you should let yourself believe in this time around, or if it's best to not build any sort of expectations for this right now. Let's look into it and let's see what else is coming your way in the next few months, Taurus. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Taurus, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal live reading. The readings are now 45 minutes long and it's working out pretty nicely. We might go even higher in case there is a lot to talk about. I send out emails to confirm every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Taurus. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the Tower. Now, we have seen the Tower just a few minutes ago, but seeing it in this position right here, I was actually not expecting it at all. Not at this point of the reading. Why? Because this is now telling us that there is something else going on here. And it's telling us that this incoming energy is going to be way more powerful than we originally anticipated. It's going to have an impact on your journey, Taurus, that maybe you were not really expecting at this point in time and from this person right here. You know, I look at this card and the first thing that I think is there are moments so powerful in life that they not only change your future, obviously, but they also redefine your past. So let's see what this is about, because it's looking very promising. It's looking very exciting. The Star, which comes right after the Tower. Number 16, number 17. This is something that it's really going to look promising and something that it's going to make you feel as though this can still happen, regardless of how poorly this situation has evolved in the past. This can still be true. It doesn't have to be a fantasy. It doesn't have to be something unreachable. And you'll see right here with the incoming events. So let's focus on those. Let's see what this Page of Cups wants to bring to you in the near future. Oh, yes. Oh my God, and here we have the Page of Cups. I love when we clarify something and then we see full circle. And that it's actually a very important message in itself. Right here, we see exactly what this Page of Cups thinks for the future of this specific situation. And you see it right here.